Hi there, my name is Bren Vanderswag, and I'm the owner and president of Gutter-Experts.com and founder of Gutter-Con, which is being held in Orlando, Florida, February 10th to 12th at the Gaylord Palms Resort and Convention Center. I love to chat with people in the gutter industry, suppliers, inventors, manufacturers, and gutter guys and gals just like you and me. I enjoy finding out how they got into business, where they came from, and what their businesses are doing in the gutter industry today. So please meet my guest for today, Howard Partridge of Phenomenal Business Coaching. Howard's been a business owner for 38 years and he's been coaching for 25. How you doing tonight, Howard?
I'm phenomenal, of course.
Yes, of course you're phenomenal.
And if I forget it, it's right here on my shirt.
There you go. Perfect. Where are you calling in from today? Home for you is in Florida?
I primarily live in Houston, so I'm at our Houston home today. I have a home in Florida also.
Yeah.
Where in the panhandle of Florida, Destin, Florida. So I go down there when it's warm.
That's your happy space, I think, isn't it?
That's my happy place, yes.
Yeah, nice. Well, tell us a little bit about Howard Partridge and, what happened 40 years ago.
4 years ago?
40.
Oh, 40. Well, I'm a little older than 40, but 40 years ago when I started my business, yeah. So I'm originally from LA, Lower Alabama, and my wife doesn't laugh at my jokes either. So, it's okay.
I just got that. Okay.
But I grew up on welfare in Mobile, Alabama. There were 7 kids crammed in a little 600 square foot shack. And
I'm the oldest of 7 kids too,
Really? Okay,
Where are you on your line?
I'm number 5.
You're number 5. Okay.
Yeah, way down there. And we lived in this little 600 square foot shack. And the roof on that house was so bad that, well, it didn't have any gutters for one thing, but it was so bad that when it rained, it leaked so bad that we had to get out all the pots and pans to catch the leaks. My mother fed us on $100 a month from the welfare department. I don't care when that was; it just wasn't a lot of money. Yeah, so
I'm just thinking of 600 square feet though. Like my living room's that big.
I know, like the 5 boys, we slept in an 8 by 10 room.
Yeah.
It was a bunk bed and a little twin bed. No. So me and my 2 little brothers slept on that little twin bed. Our older brothers had bunk beds. That was, about, I don't know, maybe 18 inches in between the beds in the middle. And then at the end, just enough room for like a dresser on each side. But anyway, so I got kicked out of the house by my stepdad when I was 18 years old. I deserved it. I was a rebellious teenager. Got on a Greyhound bus here to Houston, Texas, arrived here with literally 25 cents in my pocket. And I became a waiter. I worked in all these really high-end restaurants but I always wanted to have my own business. I just didn't really make enough money to speak of. And then I met my wife, Denise Conjette Antoinette Panella. Now she's from New Jersey and I'm from Lower Alabama. It's going to be a good match. And I get to New Jersey to get married to my wife and this Italian family. And they don't give you wedding presents. They give you envelopes that have cash in it, right? And we got $3,000 in cash from relatives. And there was a friend of the family, same age as me, 23 at the time, tooling around a little red Mercedes convertible. And I said, I want to know what that guy does. I want to know if it's legal. Well, turns out he had his own business. So I get back to Houston after the wedding and I spent that entire $3,000, all the money that we had to our name, starting my first business out of the trunk of my car.
Wow.
After about 13 years, I became a slave to that business. I was making good money, but
what were you doing?
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. A service company, much like, the folks that you serve. I mean, that particular company, we care for high-end Oriental rugs, natural stone floors, for some of Houston's most prominent citizens, celebrities, and world leaders like George and Barbara Bush were clients before they passed away. And anyway, so I was a slave to that business. And then I learned what I call today the secrets of a phenomenal business, which is systems, And I started systematize that business, and I transformed it into a turnkey business, multi-million-dollar business. I never have to be there. I've got a team that runs it, systems in place, and I've been turnkey for many, many years, and people want to know how I did it. So I started coaching. So 25 years ago, I started coaching other small business owners, and today we coach and train on these systems in 109 different industries in 20 different countries.
20 different countries. Wow.
Yeah. And my company is the exclusive small business coaching company for the Zig Ziglar Corporation. Him and Jesus are always looking over my shoulder back there. So
nice.
Anyway, he was a great man. And today I help Tom run the Ziglar Corporation. So everything we do is based on the Zig Ziglar philosophy. You can have everything in life you want if you just help enough other people get what it is that they want. And so then you have to have systems in your business. And there's 5 specific systems that we teach our clients. And we have so many clients around the world that were struggling in their business. Maybe they didn't have the right team, overwhelmed. The thing is, the key is that you went into business for yourself because you had a dream. You want to make more money, but really you want to be your own boss, chart your own course, have a little more free time. The brutal reality of most small business owners' lives is you feel like a slave to the business, very little family time. Business consumes your mind 24/7, major stress, no real freedom. You feel like you have a job instead of a business, and your day is consumed putting out brush fires. I felt like that. And once I learned how to put these 5 systems in place, then I had more and more freedom to where today, the business runs itself. And I help small business owners all over the world get freed up. Basically, it's make more money, be more predictable, profitable. And if you want to be turnkey, you can. So that's what this is all about. Is my friend and mentor Michael Gerber says that the secret of a business is the system. That's why it's called The Secrets of a Phenomenal Business.
Wow. Well, I've been doing a few. I think you're actually interview number 40 that I've done in the past year.
Wow.
Yeah. And it comes up more often than not, talking about systems. And I don't have the right systems. I'm hoping that I can come and see your workshop, because I know that 3 of them I'm probably not even doing. So
yeah. I hope you can too, because when people see the framework that I teach, first of all, it's simple.
Yeah.
And I show the framework. We start with the 5 systems, understand how to organize your business, and you can start getting your arms around it. And then, finding and hiring the people to start filling those slots. We talk a lot about that today too. I've got almost 50 team members that help me with my companies, and it's very smooth. I have the time to do this, which is what my passion is. And I love helping business owners be successful, period.
So one of the reasons why we're chatting today is because you're going to be at Gutter-Con in February, and you're going to be doing a talk at Gutter-Con. But the big thing I think we want to talk about today is that you're putting on a workshop. And we're just in the process of getting that all organized, but it's going to be it's a whole day event, right?
Yeah, it's a full day workshop, hands-on, and thousands of people have gone through this. And, maybe for the first time ever, you're going to finally see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? Because, if you want to get more results, have more fun doing it, have less stress in your company, get the right things done at the right time, you need a framework, you need a system. So I will teach not just from my own experience, but from working with some of the top business trainers in the world, Zig Ziglar, John Maxwell, Michael Gerber, and having them on my stage and being mentored by them and finding the best practices, the best systems not the best that I can do, but the best systems, the most effective systems, the best way that things can be done. And then it's been proven out with our clients, our coaching members, all over the world in so many different industries. So you're going to learn how to build a phenomenal dream team. You're going to learn how to, because that's a big deal today. People, I can't find good people. People don't want to come to work. I'm going to solve that for you. I'm going to show you it's really not rocket science. You just got to follow a few principles. I got people, like I got a lady on my team right now. She'd been trying to get on my team for 4 years. We had business planning the last 3 days here at my coaching company, for my coaching company. She's been trying to get on my coaching team for 4 years. So I want to help you turn it around from I can't find good people to people literally standing in line to work for you. It's real. I mean, our clients are experiencing this. Secondly, I'm going to teach you a marketing process where you can generate the highest high-end clients without advertising, without any kind of advertising at all. My service company last year did $1 million in referrals. Now we do about $4 million a year. $1 million in referrals, no advertising. And I'm going to show you the secret to that. Third, how do you close? How do you not only close more sales at higher prices, but how do you get people who are not expert salespeople to close the big deals just like you? I got my right-hand man has been with me for 22 years. He started with me when he was 17. He's my right-hand man at my coaching company, Phenomenal Business Coaching. And this guy can sell like you wouldn't believe.
Sounds like he's phenomenal.
He is phenomenal. And at our service company, there are 2 main inside salespeople.
Yeah.
They weren't sales experts. They weren't even technical experts. So we have a framework we'll show you. Then how to deliver a phenomenal service experience every time without you having to be involved. And then finally, how to make more money. How do you track your numbers and really understand those numbers so that you can boost your profits.
So this workshop that you do, I mean, is it geared for guys doing less than $1 million? Is it geared for guys doing 5? It doesn't matter. Like, could it just be a guy in a truck that's just wanting to grow his business? Is that going to be good enough?
Well, it can be. Probably the folks that will benefit the most is if you have been in business at least 3 years, you are doing at least 300,000 in revenue.
Yeah.
And you're not some corporate conglomeration, right? So you're not like representing a brand that's worldwide. Anybody who comes is going to learn a lot. I mean, listen, I've been doing this so long. I've been trained by the best, 2 of the best back there. Anyway, so hopefully that doesn't offend anybody, but
I don't think it will.
Zig was the best,
Yeah.
And so you can't be in the room for an hour without getting some, like, my goal is you come, and if you haven't gotten something huge in the first 60 minutes, something is wrong. As a matter of fact, in the first session, I'm going to teach you how to keep your team members engaged, how to select the right people, how to communicate properly. 70% of American workers, the Gallup poll, ongoing engagement, employee engagement poll has revealed that 70% of American workers are disengaged. 18% are actively disengaged. I'm going to show you how to solve that problem in about 20 minutes. We're going to do an exercise. It's like the favorite exercise of everybody that goes through this conference. So before the first break, you're going to be blown away.
Nice.
Seriously.
Well, I'm excited about it, and I think if there's one thing that we can encourage business owners to do, before coming to a conference like this is to do a workshop like this. That's just going to get get everyone going, I think.
Yeah, so not only get everybody going, you know, when you go to a workshop the day before, I always like to do it the day before. You're fresh, right?
Yeah.
At the end of a conference, you know, the day after, it's like, you know, you're on information overload, you've been eating out, you've been, you know, so come a day early, and I guarantee you, I've not only done this myself in my own companies, but I've helped people just like you, every kind of business owner you could possibly imagine, build a predictable, profitable, turnkey operation. I mean, if you come and you're not satisfied, I don't know what we're charging for this, but I'll give you a refund, and you're not even paying me. I mean, that's how much I believe in it. But let's do this. Why don't we give everybody my book so that you can read about it before you can come. You can say, oh yeah, I want to read, I want to learn more about that. And just this book right here will help you.
Yeah.
Right. So
how can we do that?
I'm going to give you a link, and where you can just, when somebody asks for this book, they'll get the PDF. Okay. And but listen, this book, The Secrets of a Phenomenal Business, this is my framework, and you're gonna learn about these systems and, you know, how to implement them. Just, you know, one page. Like, I'm looking at our sales process right now. I'm looking at our marketing framework. I'm looking at, you know, the 13, the 13, if I can say this. I'm trying to look and talk at the same time. I told you I'm from Lower Alabama, right?
LA, yeah.
Yeah, the 13th most powerful words in marketing. Okay, I got it out. How to dominate your market. You know, I'm going to show you. You're going to find my org chart in here. This is on page 33. You're going to want to come after you see that, because this book is not going to motivate you. It's going to probably demotivate you first.
Yeah.
It's going to make you cry.
Feel stupid, silly. Yeah.
Well, not that. It's just like you'll find out. Page 33 will show you why you feel like a slave to your business.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot to do. But once you see the framework, it's also the roadmap to freedom, because you'll say, okay, there's too much for me to try to do by myself. But if I start filling these slots little by little, and, you know, our clients, we share with them that you stay with us for a year, you'll have a different business, and therefore a different life, because you'll have more freedom, you have more money, you have better relationships. Because let's face facts that when you're under stress with your business, either, you know, you have clients who aren't paying you, you got a lot of debt, you're working 24/7, employee quit, didn't show up, stole your stuff, stole your client, you know, whatever. I've been
all
through
of the above. All of the above.
It's going to put some stress on your marriage, on your relationship with your kids. And I'm telling you, you can search me out online, and you'll see the evidence. You can see the testimonials. I've been doing this for 25 years. I can solve that problem for you.
Well, you know, my son, you met my son at the Huge convention, I think.
Yeah.
And on our way home from that convention, we were sitting at a bar at one of the airports, just waiting for our next flight. Yeah. And he said, well, now's as good a time as any to talk to you. And I didn't know what he was going to say. You know, I thought I was going to be grandfather or something. Anyway. Wow. He said, what do you think about me coming to work in the business next year? So he's in his 4th year of university. He's taking business, and he's majoring in finance. So I just figured he was going to be, you know, working at a bank or something. And, you know, I never really imagined him working at a bank. And I always thought, oh, gee, you know, being self-employed, it is hard, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Right. And he almost brought tears in my eyes when he told me that. But in the back of my mind, I was thinking, do I want him going through all this shit that I'm going through all
Yeah.
these years? Because I've been in business for since I was a teenager. I started mowing lawns and just always done my own thing. It's just,
Right,
it's just the
right,
way
right.
I'm built.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, coming to some of these conferences and meeting people like yourself and Tommy
Yeah.
Mello and a bunch of people he's met, he just has really got the entrepreneur bug. And he's coming on board with us in April. So
Awesome.
he's coming to this workshop for sure. And
Great.
that's hopefully 5 things we'll be doing, tackling in April and May, June, and the rest of 2023 for sure.
Absolutely. Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to being there, looking forward to helping you, your son, and everybody that's there to have a more predictable business where you're not waking up to a surprise or, an oops or an oh my goodness every day. It's just,
and there's things like that are still going to happen, but
they're
I
going to
guess
happen,
you're going to
but
be
you have a
prepared.
system.
Yeah,
You have
system.
a system to respond with.
Yeah.
There's a script, there's a process, and fewer of those things will happen, right?
Yeah.
Because once you have systems in place, you prevent a lot of things that happen in a business right now. You prevent that. You prevent yourself from getting overscheduled. Like you said, things are still going to happen, but it's really about freedom. Systems will help you get free, and then leadership will help you go to the next level. So leadership is one of our systems, and having a good leadership system in place will help you find the right people, attract them, and keep them engaged and highly productive.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, look, we don't have everything all worked out today, but we're going to have some things in the comments below this this post. And we're going to get people to let us sign up for the event. We're only going to have so many spots. That's the other thing. Like there's, we're expecting 200 to 250 people coming to Gutter-Con. So this isn't going to be a class for 250 people. That's for sure. Not everyone can come. So we're going to want to make sure that we get people signing up early, and like it's someone that's been in business for 3 years, doing at least 300,000 that and more. That's going to be the perfect person for this, right?
Yeah, the perfect person is you've got, let's say you've been in business for 3 years, you have at least 3 employees, you're doing at least $300,000. You kind of feel like a slave to your business. You want to have a more predictable business and life. You want to have more freedom. You want to start replacing yourself so you can grow, basically. And yeah, it's a smaller workshop because listen, I'm going to be there the whole day myself, answering any questions that you have. You can ask me any question that you want. The experience that I've been blessed to have in business, coaching, and working with some of the top trainers and experts in the world, in the business world, I've just been blessed to gain a lot of experience. I mean, I charge $10,000 a day when I do one-on-one coaching, which I don't do a lot. We do mostly membership, and I have coaches on my team. But listen, you get to come to this and just ask me any question you want. Yeah. I've done that.
A great opportunity for a number of people, for sure. Well, look, Howard, thanks so much for jumping on this call so quickly. And, we're really pumped and excited about February, and it sounds like you are too. So I'm excited about it. And I'm sure we'll be talking again, but we're going to get that link that you said. And if people want to get your book in a digital format, we'll send them the link, right?
Perfect. Sounds great.
Okay, well, thanks again, Howard. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll be chatting sometime soon.
Sounds good. Thanks so much.